but is real. And he blew it out for me. He was the best presenter in E3.
He just described my gaming room.
Yeah, right?
He knows gamers, man. It was inspiring to hear him talk about our misplaced priorities. It was a blast. So he did a really great job with this presentation. But I want to say from the technology side, the Microsoft controllerless stuff looks the most interesting to me so far.
See, I could have been. I'm glad Miss Shitterman don't stab me. I'd be raising my hand like Kim Butler. Why does your microphone suck if you enjoy gaming?
Oh man.
Oh. Yeah.
They would have been escorting you out of the lobby very quickly.
So, I know they would have.
If you guys listen to the Gentleman's Choice podcast, they will sit there and cut each other off whenever they mention WWF wrestling or WWE wrestling and copyrighted music. I think we need that same rule about PS3 mics. We bring it up every week. It's time to give these poor guys a rest. I get it. Their mics sound bad, but
I'm just saying this should be a priority. You shouldn't be making it's like Infinity Ward. You're making maps without fixing your game. Why is your priorities like that?
They made those maps before the game shipped.
Yeah, but the second set they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
That's not true. Or at least it's not what they said in their interviews.
They're lying. It was in the code of the game. It's on the disc.
So basically, they hit the go button and they went to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. I remember one of those. I knew somebody who was a modder, and he told me what the map packs were going to be 6 months ago. What maps were going to be in them because you can see it in the code of the game.
That doesn't mean they were finished though, and some of them were wrong actually. Like I want to say there were COD 4 maps included in there that haven't come out.
The only one is shipment. It's in there, and
right.
there's another map that's a completely new map that's not in there.
And it's not playable. Like no one's been able to launch it or anything.
Yeah, that's true.
And then there's also game types in there that aren't playable, like Global Thermonuclear War.
I was playing that the other day. If somebody's a modder, you can do it in a private match.
Yep, I've been there. It's not a very good game mode, and I can see.
I think it would be fun. Actually, I think everybody fighting over that central point, and you get so many multi kills, but noob tubes would ruin it.
Noob tubes would ruin it. That's part of it. And to me, like non-objective based players are going to have 100 to 1 KDs, and guys who actually go on that bomb site and try to what is it like a 45-second bomb plant or something insane.
It's like a dominate. Well, it's like when you're standing next to it, you get a point every second or something, and you got to stand next to it for 100 seconds, and it doesn't matter if there's one person or 6 people standing next to it. You get the points at the same rate.
And to me, like a 6-year-old who's never played before can run up 100 to 1 KD if he's just willing to ignore the objective.
Yes, that's true.
Take a loss and shoot people who are standing in the middle like baby buffaloes. And
I got it. I'm gonna hit the question that everybody wants to know that we're ignoring.
Who's making these computer sounds? Stop it.
That's my cell phone going off in the background. Sure. But since we have Mrs. Woody's Gamertag here,
oh boy.
Let's go address this question.
Oh no!
All right,
I'm nervous.
Woody is a hardcore gamer. Well, I wouldn't really say hardcore, but he plays more than an hour a night generally. And for most commentators, when they get their girlfriends on there, they say it's a bad thing. You can't you can't have a girlfriend without this, and you can kind of see where they're going toward with this. What is your perspective on video games and relationships?
Woody's wonderful in so many ways that it overcomes.
You sound just like Woody's Gamertag.
Go ahead, babe. What do you got?
What do I have? Let's see, 18 years now.
Mm-hmm.
He goes through many hobbies.
Oh no, this again.
I think he's going to die with the most hobbies, and I am, I guess, used to him getting into something and putting 110% into it, and it makes him happy, and that's really all that matters. So for us, it works. It might not work for somebody else, but for us, it works. And then he comes out of his man cave, and tonight him and Colin went walking through the woods while I went to cake decorating with my daughter. So it might not work for everybody's relationship, but we find we make it work, and we game at home. I mean, I'm waiting for my Harry Potter, Lego Harry Potter to come out. I'm a hardcore gamer too.
I love it. I love it.
I'll be getting it for the PlayStation 3 so that I do not interfere with his gaming.
I'm so
night.
psyched, right? Because she streams these movies over Netflix, and whenever these Lego games come out, she gets just flat out addicted until she owns every trophy.
Yeah.
And so she's gonna be gaming on like single player games, and I'm gonna have all the house's bandwidth, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I will break every bit of that Lego game to pieces if you've ever played, and find everything you can find on it.
I have 10,000 achievement points on Woody's Gamertag, but if you look at where they came from, there's all this stuff from like Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Star Wars, parts 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, Lego Indiana Jones 2. I've been waiting for this. Lego's Rock Band.
I didn't earn any of that stuff.
Hey, you're
awesome.
part of the band.
I'm part of the band. What's the band name?
Child Supervision Required.
Child Supervision Required. Yeah, that's our band. And we rock out. You guys might have heard a little Bon Jovi on my channel. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
You better not be the lead singer. Oh, my God.
I'm hoping he'll put together a song for me one of these days. I've never received a song.
Hey, make sure it doesn't have any high notes in it.
I could go find the poem, but how long has it been since I received a poem? 18 years?
It's been quite
18
some
years.
time, yeah.
He was definitely trying to woo me at that point.
Woody the poet.
Yes, he does not write me poems anymore.
No, they're terrible poems, but they rhyme.
They rhyme.
A little bit better than Lil Wayne could do.
Yeah, right. I've got Lil Wayne beat.
Stop hating on Lil Wayne. Wings is the biggest hater in the world when it comes to Lil Wayne. I don't even know why.
I'm hoping PJ puts something, a little rap I put together in that COD format.
He is. I just talked to him. Oh,
So
man.
do you have any other questions?
Wings took mine. I was curious as to how him playing video games quite as often as he does affects your relationship, because I know another commentator who's having like major issues with like his girlfriend and his YouTube channel, so much so that like one of them is trying to destroy the other and back and forth. But I guess Wings took that story.
You know,
Well, how about this? Could you give some tips on how to make it work? Because for like that, how you make them coexist together? Because they seem to be like, magnets. They just pull away from each other. You like video games. Well, you don't want to spend no time with me, and then the loneliness factor picks in, and the addiction factor picks in.
Well, one part of it is when I play, I think.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely. You usually play after 8, and of course
After 9.
you built your own cave, and then you informed me yesterday. Oh, you have to keep the door closed at all times, honey, so that the air pressure and it keeps it nice and cool, so you can't come in here. So, or
No, that's
I'm
not
working.
true. That's not true. That's not true. No. She's not telling the truth. I promise you all. Here's the truth. There's this electronics cabinet, and there are like vent holes in it, and the intake for the HVAC system is in the hallway, and then of course the vents are in each of the rooms. If the room's pressurized, then what happens is the hot air from like the computer or the PS3 or whatever blows out the vents that are built into the electronics cabinet, and it keeps the room cool. But if the door's open, then the room's not pressurized, and the hot air just kind of pours into the out of the electronics cabinet, but into the room. So what I'm trying to train her to do.
Train me.
Train. That's a bad word.
We'll talk about that later.
Condition. You want to use the word condition.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I don't think that one either. We'll talk to you later, Kyle.
But what we're working on is closing the door behind us, so that you don't just open the door and leave it that way, because then all the warm air rushes.
Sounds like he's talking to a puppy.
I know, right?
We want to close the door behind us.
So yeah, so I don't know. That's the man cave rule. The door has to be closed so that the hot air goes out the back instead of into the room.
Let me help the man cave out. I recently made a purchase of a Whirlpool. It's a Whirlpool, basically air conditioning window unit.
Oh, I thought you got an actual Whirlpool. I'm like,
I did
"Damn,
too. I was like, that's gangster.
He's got the ladies' man. How many women came over with your Whirlpool?
No, it's a window unit. You get